Hey everybody, Tim with TMB Homestead. Today I'm doing my product review on this Chapin 97561. This is my second one. I'm going to explain to you why I like it and why I despise it and why this will be the last one I ever buy. Man, it is windy. Just scared me and my dog. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have a tripod for this. I might have to ride back up and get a tripod, I think. I don't know if I can, because I don't want this thing to fall over. Anyway, we're going to mount it to the front. So it's going to be broken up, and I'll just add everything together. So first of all, I apologize for that, because I'm not totally set up. I do have a tripod, but it won't work on this camera. So with that said, let's get this mounted to the front, and then I'm going to show you a major issue I have with them. Okay, so I've got it attached to my four-wheeler using two straps. So one strap here, one strap here. But here's something that really pees me off. All right, so they had to drill a hole down inside of here. I think it's right here. And then they didn't bother to clean out the plastic. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called bad quality control. That is not the first one that I've had like this. So I let everybody start with 5 stars, and you lose stars as you go. So Chapin, you have 5. You just lost 1. You're down to 4. You're getting ready to lose a bunch more in just a second, because I'm going to show you a major issue you have that cost your customers $50 and $60 just because. So let's look at this real quick. If something fails on this right here, if this little piece breaks, if this piece right here breaks, and this is the regulator, it adjusts the flow coming in and out of your wand, and I'm going to prove my point in just a minute, because I got another one over here that this just happened, and I called them and I got a price breakdown. You have to buy the entire, they call it faceplate. You got to buy this whole piece right here. So if this piece breaks, you got to buy a new one. You got to buy the whole faceplate. If this breaks, you got to buy a faceplate. If the broom switch breaks, you got to buy a faceplate. If anything goes wrong with the mixer, you have to buy the whole faceplate. You got to buy the whole piece right here. And as of the 20th of May, 2025, that's $70 with shipping. $70. I went to Northern Tool, and they've got the North Star, and you can buy individual pieces. The problem I have with the North Star is they don't have the mix-on exit pump. And I like the mix-on exit pump. And I like it for a big reason. Is one, it takes a special chemical to clean these tanks out if you put different chemicals in them. And for instance, I've got a weed killer here that's 40% glyphosate, which I'll be doing away with shortly. A Rust Max, this is from Whitetail Deer Institute, and I use that on my clover. Then I've got 10-10-10 liquid fertilizer. I've got H2O water, and I use that to flush everything out. Then I've got this weed killer here. This is a red dye that shows you where you can spray. And this is a I can't pronounce this word right here, good luck, surfactant, and that helps stuff stick to where you've planted. And we're going to put some more of that out. So I like this because I can change the chemicals that I'm spraying. And I'm getting ready to do an experiment on weeds with salt. Stay tuned, that'll be in another video. I also use from Plot Start this is supposed to be equivalent to lime. I don't know if it is or not, but I have used it. And I like it, I think. But I really like the mix on exit. It gives me the opportunity to mix chemicals in different containers. And then throughout the day, if I want to stop and go put fertilizer down because I'm done spraying weeds, then I can go do that. And I don't have to wash my tank out. So that's why I do that. And I hope I'm still recording because my picture just went away. And there's my phone. It'll tell me. So that's what I don't like about the sprayer. I'm going to finish hooking it up real quick and come back to you. But if they would make it so you could buy each part, it would be cool. I would keep buying their product. If this messes up again, I'm telling you, I'm going to Northern Tool and buying a couple of the Chapmans or North Stars, and I'll just deal with it. But this is ridiculous. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hey, do me a favor, like and subscribe. I'm going to keep making videos whether you do or you don't, but it encourages me to keep going, and it makes me feel like the people that are watching are part of the group here. So let's go get this done, and I'll be back with you. All right. Whew, I need something to drink. We've got the pump set up, or the sprayer, the Chapin sprayer hooked up. And because I use Anderson power poles, I just took the pump off the other one and put it on the new tank. So this is my old pump. And I use these Anderson power poles to connect to the four-wheeler. And I'll show you that. I run a line from the battery. Then I put a quick disconnect right here. And this goes back to my boom. So that when I'm not using it, I can just pop it off and I can plug it back in. And up here, it switches between your boom and your spot sprayer, and that's hooked up here. And then here, and this thing's turned funky, and it won't turn because of where they put the knot on this one. This is the adjustment for the flow on the pump. So I don't get it. So anyway, that's where we're at. It'll mix it, come in here, and decide whether it's going to the boom or the spot. A little wacky, but okay. Then right here, you've got your mixing tank, or your mixing dial, whatever. And this, based on where you turn it, tells you how many ounces it's putting in per gallon. And this is where it's 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4, 5 is 5, but then 6 goes to 10, and 7 goes to 15. So now the next big thing is I got to put water in this, because I have no water. I've got my weed killer here. This is the glyphosate, And since I don't have a well, I have to bring water up here. And I keep water in these 50-gallon tanks. The two here on the left, the eye color ones, they're for stuff like what I'm doing now, just because this hose is liable to go in them. And then these three 50-gallon tanks are to keep the camper full of water. So that's how long I can stay, 150 gallons. Plus, I always make sure the camper's full before I leave. So when I come back, I'm dealing with the full tank of water. That's 50 gallons and 50, 50, 50. So what's that? 100, 200 gallons of water. And then I've got 100 gallons of water to do stuff like I'm doing now. So this pump I got from Harbor Freight. I'm just going to start it. But what you have to do is you take this off, you prime it. I keep a little blue jug right there for priming. So I'll prime it. I'll start it. And then so it doesn't just start blowing water out. I've got it on this hose because this thing will drain that 50-gallon tank in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's fast. Harbor Freight, great buy. I don't care what you say about Harbor Freight. Pick and choose your poison there. This is great. And then pay the money. They ask you if you want to pay the whatever, $15 for the 1 year replacement. Do it every time. And you just carry it back to the store and get a new one. Anyway, I'm going to cut you guys off because this thing is really loud. I'm going to fill the tank up and then I'll show you in action. I'm going to go eat lunch too. All right, so after my final day with it, meaning doing what I needed to do, I sprayed. I couldn't show you it working. I will show it to you when I'm spraying water and how I clean the lines out. I'm going to stick with my final review of 2 stars. And while it does work, and I love the concept, because I have one 15-gallon tank right here. That motor stopped working after a year. Another 25-gallon mix on exit. This part right here blew apart on me. And you can't buy just these right there. You can't buy just this regulator right here. You can't buy just this boom switch right here that fits this pump and fits everything. You have to actually buy, in order to get one part from them, you have to buy what they call the faceplate. And that faceplate consists of this mixer right here, the boom switch, that little piece right there where it all comes together, and the exit, you know, this entrance. So, doesn't include the pump. No. Doesn't include the pump. And as of May 20th, 2025, that's $70, including shipping. That's pathetic. You should be able to go in to Tractor Supply, Harbor Freight, maybe, that's pushing it, Northern Tool, Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon, and buy the individual components for a reasonable price instead of 70 bucks. So that's why I am sticking with this Chapin mix on exit, 2 stars. If Chapin wants to raise that to 5, make it so you can buy the individual parts. It wouldn't be hard. I worked in the automotive industry and manufacturing for 25 years. Know a few things. All you have to do is make them available. So with that said, I'm going to put on some clear H2O and I'll show this thing running and how I pump the tanks out so that I can change over. So bear with me just a minute and I'll get it done. Man, I'm going to tell you what, it is beautiful today. I mean, beautiful. It is 70. My dog's eating grass. I'm glad I didn't spray that stuff. It's Thursday, May 22nd. And it might be 70 degrees with a nice breeze. Oh man, this is beautiful. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. He's chasing a bee. And I am going to change over here so that, sorry about that. I've got it switched over. This tank now just has water in it. And I've got it on the spot up here. And I'll reach down here and cut the pump on. And then what I do is I just run this sprayer until it starts picking up clear water. And see my hose over here will turn clear. See that one right there? That turns clear. And it'll clear all the way up. And then I know that I'm not spraying, you know, the same chemical. So now that looks pretty clean. No, don't eat that. That looks like it's pretty clean. And you see now that hose is turned, it's no longer red. No! Excuse me, guys. Get your ball. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now what we'll do is we're going to put Gideon on the four-wheeler. Come here, boy. We're going to cut it off, switch it over to the boom, and cut it back on. And then see this hose, it just cleared right on out. You can see the spray. I don't know if that spray is going to show up, but you can. We got a good breeze, but it's clear water. So now I know that what I've done is my tank is clean. This is now clean. So now if I want to go and spray something else, I can come in and get 10-10-10 fertilizer. I can get hot start. You know, whatever I want to do, I can now go and do. And I don't have to worry about changing tanks and washing it and all that kind of mess that goes along with it. So that's really why I like the Chapin, but I don't like the quality control I've had to deal with. Once, okay. Twice, not quite so good. And third time, we're done. So this is the third time. So I'm done. Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching me. We're getting ready to break ground on the log cabin. And I know it's been 5 years. The channel's been up for a year and I've been talking about it. But hey, if you want to follow and keep up with what's going on, do me a favor and like and subscribe. I've got 93 subscribers as of this. And I'm learning. So what you can do to help me out, is like and subscribe, and give me a comment on how I can improve my videos. Other than better equipment, you want to buy it. That's all that's going to happen. And we'll go from there. So again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And let's move on to the next project.